Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh and good day everyone. Okay, so for this week, okay, because of the flood and because I need more time to explain on this washer method and to complete chapter 4, I decide to convert our synchronous lecture on Thursday again to a synchronous lecture. Alright, so in this asynchronous lecture, kira part 2 lah for week 11, we are going to complete chapter 4. Okay, we are going to complete chapter 4. Alright, so please bear with me. And we are going to continue to discuss about finding the volume using integration method. Alright. So kalau sebelum ni we have discussed about finding the volume of a solid using the this method, kan? Okay, kalau yang ni where the most important thing for you to set to find the volume is to set up the integration, kan? Yang saya cakap sebelum ni where we regard the volume as a as one tiny disk where it is equals to the area of the circle surface multiply with the height. Okay, so the area of the circle space here is pi r square, and r is measured from the center of the radius, kat mana dia rotate to the curve, kat mana. So depends lah, kalau lah you punya radius is at the to the right of the dia punya curve, then you akan kira at C minus with X macam ni, where the X is this curve, kan? Alright, kalau the other way round, katakanlah macam ni, where the center is at the left of your curve, then kalau yang ni dia punya at C kat sini, so dia punya radius jadi X minus with XC, so dia bertukar-tukar. Okay, dia bertukar-tukar. However, kalau you tengok, okay, these two example 10 and example 11 and the previous example as well, dia punya center ni berada dalam part of the region. Dia berada part of the region. Macam ni, center dia berada di hujung region tu. So, dia rotate along the region juga, dalam region. That's why dia dapat solid tau. Macam ni juga, okay, dia rotate dekat sini, kat hujung belah sini pula. So dia rotate, dia berpusing, then you get this kind of solid. Alright, what we are going, faham dia part of the region, bukan dia tak duduk jauh. Okay, bukan dia kata dia ada kat sini ataupun ada kat sini, tapi dia part of the region, dia ada kat sini. Alright, so what we're going to discuss for today is the washer method. What is the difference between the washer method with the previous examples that we have discussed is that, okay, kita punya center of rotation kita bukan berada dekat part of the region. It's not part of the region. Okay, have a look at this diagram. Okay, have a look at this diagram. Ni kita punya region. Yang biru ni adalah kita punya region. Dia, dan this time it is not rotate dekat line ni ke tak. Dia berpusing dekat x axis ni. Faham tak? Dia berpusing dekat x axis ni. So in that case, meaning daripada hujung bawah ni, daripada sini, okay, daripada sini ke x axis where it is rotated, there is a space here. There is an empty space there. So that's make, okay, kalau dia berputar, dia akan ada lubang. There's a hollow here. Okay, dia akan ada berlubang ataupun bentuk dia jadi macam lah washer method ataupun washing machine. Cuba tengok kan, washing machine, dalam washer tu kita letak ada lubang tu lah yang kita letak kain. Macam tu, dia berlubang. Alright, boleh faham tak? Okay, so in that case, maknanya ibarat kata kita akan dapat solid yang berlubang lah. Contohnya dia macam ni. Saya bagi contoh macam ni lah. Macam tu. So nampak tak? Sorry lah, saya ni tak pandai sangat melukis. Alright, so in this case we want to find the volume of this solid. Okay, the volume of this solid. So kalau sebelum ni solid kita tak ada lubang, just kalau macam ni kita pecahkan dia menjadi one tiny disk, kan? one tiny disk where the area of the surface darab dengan dia punya tinggi. Okay, the same concept applies here. Tapi sekarang ni kalau you cut it into one tiny disk, dia tak jadi disk dah, dia menjadi washer disk. Washer disk, wujud ke perkataan tu? Okay, like this. So maknanya dia bukan jadi solid dah. Kat tengah dia tu berlubang. Okay, dia jadi macam ni. Kat tengah dia tu berlubang and tinggi dia ni. So, back to what you have learned before. Yang ni, dia punya formula masih lagi area darab dengan tinggi. Cumanya area yang ni, can we use pi r square? Okay, can we use pi r square to this? Of course not. Okay, you tak boleh nak guna pi r square dah lah. Because area dia kat sini hanya cover area ni sahaja. So, how can we reduce or buang area yang kat dalam ni? Because yang kat dalam ni kosong. So, kita kena buang lah sebab area dia tak ada. So, that's why the formula kat sini you need to consider dua radius. You have to consider two radius. Okay, you have to consider two radius here. Where the first radius is R out. Okay, biasanya saya akan guna R out lah. R out. Okay, kita cari area pi R out square. Okay, kita dapat area semua ni. Dan kita cari satu lagi area which is R in. Yang ni adalah R in. Okay, so pi R in square. Okay, yang ni. So, makna kata R out square minus with pi R in square, you akan dapat pi R out square minus with pi R in square, you akan dapatlah area yang tak berlubang ini sahaja. Boleh faham tak semua macam mana we come out with this formula? Pi R besar ni maknanya the outer radius and R kecil ni adalah the inner radius. Everything, maknanya R out square dan R in square. Both you have to square respectively lah. Okay, hopefully all of you understand kenapa kita dapat formula macam ni. Sebab keadaan solid kita sekarang, kita punya shell kita sekarang ni dah berbeza. Solid kita bukan kata fully solid tapi dia ada lubang. So maknanya kalau soalan tu diberi kepada you, you have to make sure first where is your center of radius. Kalau center of radius tu berjauhan dengan you punya region, so in that case it give you a hint that you won't get a solid but instead you're going to have a washer. So kalau you ada washer, you have to consider two radius, outer radius and inner radius. Okay, so let's have a look at this example 12. Okay, the region bounded by the curve y equals to x square plus 1. Okay, y sama dengan x square plus 1. Okay, dalam example saya nampak senang sikit maybe because graph semua dah dilukis tau. Tapi if happen in the test ke, assignment ke, dia hanya bagi soalan je kat you. But so you have to sketch the graph, you have to find the intersection points and you have to define the region. Okay, so the region bounded by the curve y equals to x square plus 1 and the line y sama dengan negative x tambah 3. So ni dia punya line. Okay, is revolve about the x axis. So nampak sekarang ni graph ni is revolve about the x-axis. So you can see clearly there is a gap ataupun space between the region yang ni dengan the x-axis. Alright. So remember your x-axis now become your center of rotation. Okay, is your center of rotation. Find the volume of the solid. So maknanya solid you is not completely solid lah. Dia ada berlubang kat situ. Alright. So kalau tengok kepada example ni, gambar pun dia dah lukis siap-siap dekat you untuk you tengok dia ni. So maknanya yang paling dekat, jarak yang paling dekat dengan the center of your radius ataupun your x-axis sekarang ni menjadi your R inner radius, R kecil ataupun saya lagi suka guna R in lah. This one is R in. Okay, R in. So your R in sekarang ni is Okay, kalau kita tengok, first of all sebenarnya you have to tengok dulu benda ni nak guna dx ke dy. Okay, what shall we use for your integration? Okay. Okay, untuk kita decide sama ada our integration will be dx or dy is actually very simple. Kita tengok kita punya radius tu pesen mana. Kalau radius dia atas, kita measure our radius from top to bottom. Okay, from top to bottom or from bottom to top macam tu. Okay, radius dia maknanya y1 minus with y2 yc. Okay, ataupun y2 minus yc macam tu. So it indicates that this is gonna be dx. Sebab y ni mestilah dalam function x. Tapi kalau kita punya radius tu kita measure kiri ke kanan, okay, ni katakanlah xc kat sini, x kat sini, where our r is x minus with xc for example, then this one meaning we are going to integrate respect to y. Okay, clear everyone? So in this case, maksudnya for this example 12, we are going to integrate respect to x dx. Okay, so now let's proceed to jawapan dah ada kat sini. Untuk fahamkan je lah macam mana kita dapat the outer radius is negative x tambah 3 and the inner radius is x square plus 1. Saya rasa semua orang boleh faham juga kot. Okay, so this is our center kan. So dia punya ni you lukis je. You lukis je ibarat yang ni ada center kat sini. So maknanya dia berlubang dekat sini. Tak cantik ni saya lukis ni. Iris balik. Iris. Okay. Dia macam tu. Dia center kat sini lebih kurang halal. Okay. Macam tu. Okay. Kalau at this point. So maknanya center kita bukan kat sini tau. Center kita dekat kita punya x axis kita, which is y sama dengan 0. So the outer radius kita adalah y ni tolak dengan yc kita. So katakanlah this is y out minus with yc kita. Y out kita adalah, okay, y out kita adalah negative x tambah 3 tolak dengan yc kita adalah 0. So that's why kita punya outer radius kita ni, yang ni dari sini ke sini, okay, sampai ke y out sampai ke x axis ni adalah negative x tambah 3. Whereas the inner radius adalah dari sepanjang curve ni. Okay, sepanjang curve ni the inner radius is from here to here. So here ni, yang ni dia sepanjang curve y equals to x square plus 1. Okay, so y in minus with yc, so dia akan jadi negative x square plus 1 tolak dengan yc kita juga 0. So r in kita adalah x square plus 1. X square plus 1. Okay, so to set up the integration, the formula akan jadi integration kita the interval. So interval pun sangat penting. The region is enclosed starting from x sama dengan negative 2. Kalau kat sini x daripada negative 2, x sama dengan negative 2 sampai x sama dengan 1. So the setup integration is from negative 2 to 1. Okay, pi kat luar, terus je letak kat luar, r out square minus with r in square dx. Okay, so here pi negative 2 kepada 1, your r out is negative x tambah 3 square minus with r in x square plus 1 square dx. Tak nampak pula dx ni, tak apa. Nanti kita akan sambung in the next page. Okay, so we have to solve this integration in order to get the answer. Okay, so this is the setup integration. Okay, so this is the setup integration to get the volume. So maknanya pi kat luar, so integration of negative 2 up to 1. So you have to expand lah yang ni, negative x tambah 3 square. X square ni kita buka square dia, negative x tambah 3 tolak dengan yang ni, careful. Okay, kalau saya buat macam ni kot untuk tak macam tu, x square plus 1 darab dengan x square plus 1 dx. This is also dx. Dan letaklah pi kat luar. Okay, so this one we will get negative 2, 1. You're going to have x square. Okay, negative x darab dengan negative x square minus 6x. Okay, plus 9. Okay, negative x darab dengan negative x is x square minus 3x minus 3x. Okay, plus 9 minus with pi also. Integration from negative 2 to 1. You're going to have x square, so 4 tambah 2x square. Okay, tambah 2x square tambah 1 dx. Kalau nak combine pun boleh ni. Okay, kalau you nak combine, maknanya ni negatif, just be careful. Negatif you masukkan kat sini. So you gonna have pi, saya combine lah, negatif 2, 1, x square tolak dengan 2x square. So you gonna have negative x square tolak 6x. Okay, and then tambah 9 ni tolak dengan 1, so jadi tambah 8, then tolak x power of 4 dx. Okay, x power of 4 dx. 2x square tadi dah tolak kan. So you're gonna have pi, you may integrate this easily now. We're gonna have negative x cube over 3 minus 6x square over 2, so you're gonna have 3x square tambah 8x tolak x power of 5. Dan ganti je lah value dia. You're gonna have sama dengan pi. Ganti dengan 1 senang je. Negatif 1/3 tolak 3 tambah 8 tolak 1. And then tolak dengan tolak yang ni suspend sikit. Negatif 2 kuasa 3 negatif 2 kuasa 3/3 tolak 3 negatif 2 kuasa 2. Okay, tambah 8 negatif 2 tolak negatif 2 kuasa 5. Okay, negatif 2 kuasa 5. So you press lah your calculator. I think you should get the correct answer here. Okay, what is the correct answer? 170 pi per 5. 117 pi per 5. 117 pi per 5. Okay, so just put in the value inside. Okay, alright, next let's try this example 13. Okay, example 13 ni pula dia R out bagi juga, senang juga kerja you all. Okay, the region bounded by the parabola y sama dengan x square. Okay, this is the line y sama dengan x square, and the line y sama dengan 2x. Y sama dengan 2x is revolve in the first quadrant. Kita just consider the first quadrant. Dia dah cakap siap-siap dah. Kalau nak consider y sama dengan x square, graf dia macam ni. Okay, graf dia macam ni. But since it is said that it's just in the first quadrant, so you just focus here sahaja. Okay, and we have the line y sama dengan 2x. Y sama dengan 2x, macam tu lebih kurang. So we get the intersection points at 0, 0. So dekat sini 0, 0 and 2, 4 dekat sini. Alright. Okay, then daripada situ kita tahu this is our region. Okay, this is our region, and it is rotate about the y-axis. It is rotate about y-axis. So kalau dia rotate by y-axis, okay, macam mana kita nak dapatkan dia punya radius? Of course, radius tu akan berpusing macam ni, betul tak? Okay, dia akan berpusing macam ni. So since it is rotated, the solid that we get in this orientation, meaning that our radius is measured from right to left. Okay, from right to left, this is our center of radius. Okay, this is our center of radius, where at this point our SC is equals to 0 because it is along the y exist. Okay, so the outer radius will be the further curve. Okay, curve yang jauh lagi daripada center of the radius tu. So this one will be x out is equals to x out minus with xc is your r out. So what is your x out? Our curve here, the outer curve here, it is said that this curve is y equals to x square. Tapi dia diberi y sama dengan x square. Tapi kita nak this x square ni lah kita punya x out kan. So what is our x out? X out then is equals to plus minus square y. Tapi memandangkan di sini adalah in the first quadrant where all the y values are positive, so we just consider square root y. So that's why your x out is square root y minus kosong is equals to r out. Whereas your r in is going to be equals to x in, okay, minus with xc. Okay, minus with xc. So x in kita yang mana? Daripada sini, daripada straight line yang ni. Okay, so this is your x in. So this x in is refers to the curve y sama dengan 2x. So your x in y sama dengan 2x in. So in this case your x in is equals to y over 2. Okay, so you have y over 2 minus kosong or y over 2 sahaja. Boleh faham tak? Okay, so daripada sini kita akan dapat, okay, kita akan dapat kita punya integration definitely respect to y, okay, pi integration kita dari mana ke mana, daripada bawah ni, daripada y sama dengan kosong sampai ke atas sekali y sama dengan berapa, dia akan naik macam ni. Okay, dia akan naik macam ni sampai y sama dengan 4. So your r out, okay, your r out is equals to square root y square. Okay, your r out is square root y square minus with your r in is y over 2 square dy. Yang ni sebab dia punya integration senang, saya solvekan untuk you all. Okay, from 0 to 4, so we're going to have y here, square root y square kan y. Then we have here y square over 4 dy. So we're going to have here pi integration from 0 to 4 y square over 2 minus with y cube over 12. Okay, y cube over 12 ni kat sini kalau tak nampak. So we have here pi 16 bahagi dengan 2 tolak 4 apa ni? 4 kuasa 3, 16 tolak dengan 3, 48 kan. 48 per 12. Betul ke? Bukan. 64. Okay, 64. So yang ni kita darablah dengan apa? Dengan 6 kan. Okay, dengan 6. So we're gonna have pi 96 tolak 64 per 12. Saya tahu you all mesti dengan kalkulator punya kan. Okay, dan daripada sini kita akan dapat pi 32 per dengan 12. Tak sama dengan jawapan. 8 pi per 3, relax. Bahagi dengan sifir berapa? Bagi sifir 4, kita akan dapat 32 bagi 4, 8. 12 bahagi dengan 4, kita dapat 3. Yes, we get the answer 8 pi over 3. Alright, so settle with example 13 using the washer method. So hopefully everyone able to understand this. Okay, then kita akan proceed in the next video, the shell method.